Good morning, guys. I'm sorry for this small screen, but I'm purposely showing you this assignment here. Now, we have a short 2-day week here, but this is for Monday, November 23rd here, as you can see. And you have 5 questions to fill out. Now, what we're going through today is a circulatory system. And again, I'm purposely showing you the assignment first because I strongly encourage you, while you're watching this video, actually have this worksheet out, because you're going to see different things. How is your body's circulatory system like a city's highway system? How is plasma in your blood like a city's dump truck? I understand those are different words that we might not know yet until after today, but you're going to see exactly pictures of a highway system in our blood stream and how plasma is like a dump truck as we go through the video. So I strongly encourage you to write down the answers as you're going through the video. What I like about this system is you can literally just pause the video and take the answer straight from the screen. So again, that's your assignment. Let's get into today's lesson here. Page 148 to 151 is going to be really crucial for you to look through. I also, if you notice, your paper pack is a little thick today. It's because all these PowerPoint slides are actually printed off and put in your paper packet so that you'd have them too, just in case there's something wrong with the tablet, or you don't have your flash drive. You can also look at the PowerPoint slides too. So we're not learning about highways here, but question number 1 did talk about how our circulatory system is like a highway system. Now, every time we talk about the circulatory system, we're talking about our bloodstream. And I know sometimes we might get a little queasy or weak when we think about blood, and that's not the point I'm trying to make, but I do need you to understand how important our bloodstream is. Going all the way back to what we first learned is that our body and every living thing is made up of cells. Now, our bloodstream, believe it or not, goes to every last cell. If you remember correctly, every last cell is alive. And everything that's alive needs 3 things: food, water, and air. In our case, the air we need is oxygen. God designed our bodies to have all of those things get to every last cell through our bloodstream. Please, please, please don't do this as a science experiment, but you know this. If you get cut on your nose, you bleed. If you get a cut on your finger, you bleed. If you scrape your knee, you bleed. Everywhere in your body, your bloodstream goes to every last cell. That's amazing. Now, you might know there's certain parts of our of our body and our circulatory system that kind of has bigger arteries and veins that has a lot more blood going through it than if we get, say, a scrape on the tip of our nose. Yes, there's blood that comes out, but not a lot of blood. Now, I like to equate that to a highway system. You guys see the highway systems, both on Highway 70, running through Peridot, and even bigger ones like Highway 60 or Interstate 10 going through Phoenix. We have bigger roads, bigger interstates that have a lot more traffic, right? We also have smaller roads offshooting that have a lot less traffic. You guys know, if you've ever been in a traffic jam, if one of these big interstates is closed or blocked or cut off, man, there's a lot of traffic that can't get where they're going. If a smaller road is cut off, yeah, it creates some problems, but it doesn't stop a whole lot of traffic compared to an interstate. So our bloodstream is like a highway system in that it has bigger roads and smaller roads. Now, we're not going to call them roads in our bloodstream. We call them arteries and veins. Another way our bloodstream is like a highway system is that you guys also know this, right? All the cars on this side of the road are going this way, and all the cars on this side of the road are going this way. That's exactly how our bloodstream works too. So our bloodstream is also like a highway system, is that all the blood goes in a specific direction. We have certain tubes in our bloodstream that are called arteries. Those go from the heart to the different cells to deliver all the good stuff. Then, once it delivers the food, oxygen, and water, it goes in our veins, and our veins are a one-way road back to our heart. Now, we also have highway systems that look like this. You think, whoa, how did they ever build this and figure this all out? Because you have traffic going this way, and traffic going this way, and traffic going this way. Ay, ay, ay. Well, in our bloodstream, we have that too. We have different areas where it goes from our arteries to our veins, or different ways to say, hey, all right, I delivered all the good stuff to this cell. Now I need to get back to the veins, so I got to go back here. Our circulatory system has all these different tubes all the way throughout our body. And here I like this picture because it kind of shows where the main areas are. Again, if I say the main roads, it's just explaining how it's like a highway system. But they're not roads in our body. They're tubes called arteries and veins. The big ones are the main arteries and the main veins. And you can see right here that our heart is the main one, right? What I like about this is it kind of shows the main roads or the main arteries and veins. However, our bloodstream, our circulatory system is so incredibly complex and amazing how God made us that it literally has all those smaller roads go to every single cell in our body. That's why, again, I wasn't trying to be nasty when I said anywhere you get a cut on your body, you're going to bleed, because every part of your body is made up of cells, except for your hair, that need all the things that your bloodstream carries, meaning food, water, and air. Now, this is an actual picture of a heart. I'm not trying to make it nasty, but I don't want you to think it's some nice little pretty Valentine's Day heart inside of our chest. That's not true. This heart is amazing how God made it, and this heart works together with our other systems, like our lungs and like our digestive system, to get the food, to get the water, and to get the air into it. And then when you hear those bum, 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 it actually pumps all those things through our circulatory system to every last cell. It is amazing how God made our bodies and how God made our circulatory system. Now, inside your blood is a lot of different things. It's not just red stuff. Again, I hope this never ever happens, but you guys know if you bleed, and if you bleed a lot, that can be very, very dangerous. Why? Your blood carries all the things that you need to live. Food, water, and air. No, when you bleed, you don't see cheeseburgers and pizza coming out. But it's mashed up in such a way that it's so small, it can get to every last part of your body, every last cell. One important thing that God put in our bloodstream is plasma. I think plasma, in my opinion, is like a dump truck, because plasma is the thing that carries food and water from your digestive system to all of your cells. I'm not trying to get nasty here, but once it delivers the food and water to the house, it also gets loaded up with all the bad stuff. We would call that waste, which you get rid of when you go potty, but it takes it back to your digestive system. Remember when we talked about the muscular system and the skeletal system working together? All the systems in our body work together so well because that's what makes our bodies healthy. Plasma works especially with your digestive system. That's what I'm talking about when you eat and when you chew and when your stomach mashes up the food. It gets moved into your small intestine. It gets so small it can actually get absorbed into your bloodstream. The plasma in your blood is like a dump truck that takes that food and water to the cell. It dumps it out in the cell, and then it says, okay, cell, here's all the good stuff. Give me all your bad stuff. Give me all your waste. Now, basically, all the stuff the cell doesn't need, it puts it back to the plasma, just like it would in a dump truck, and it takes it back to your digestive system to go to your large intestine. And again, this isn't to be nasty, but it's how it works. When you go potty, you get it out of your body. That's how plasma is like a dump truck. Loads up the good stuff, takes it to a cell, loads up the bad stuff, takes it back to your digestive system to get rid of. There's also these things in your bloodstream. Now, your blood is indeed red. And the reason it's red is because it has what's called red blood cells. These are by far what's mostly in your bloodstream, which is again why your blood is red. Your red blood cells' main job is to take oxygen to every last cell in your body. What these literally do is take up oxygen from your respiratory system, that's your lungs, when you breathe, and it takes oxygen to every single cell in your body. You guys know when you breathe out carbon dioxide. So these in the heart take up oxygen, take it to your cell, and then the cell gives them its carbon dioxide. It takes it back to the heart, and you breathe that out through your lungs. That's how it all works together. There are millions and millions and millions and millions of these in your bloodstream right now. And all of it's needed is to take oxygen to your cells. Remember, you need those three things to be alive. You need the food and water that the plasma carries, and you need the oxygen that your red blood cell carries. Now, this little thing is your white blood cell. These are red blood cells because they're red. This is the white blood cell. White blood cells are kind of the security guards in your body. When you get sick, these white blood cells go and they attack the bacteria or they attack the virus to get rid of it. Now, you guys know what happens when there's a bad invader or a virus that gets into your body. It can make you sick and it can make you very sick. But God put these in our bloodstream to attack those and get rid of them. When you get sick, and if you have a fever, and if you're getting really tired, that is your body working overtime, and what creates your forehead to be hot because it's working so hard and making more white blood cells to go and attack and get rid of that disease. So you know when the white blood cells are losing, that's when you're getting sick. When the white blood cells are winning, that's when you're getting better. White blood cells go throughout your bloodstream the whole time, and they're really just looking, should this be in the bloodstream? Is this good? Is this bad? I don't know. And if it sees something bad or foreign, it attacks it to get rid of it. Now, I hope this doesn't make anyone queasy, but this is also something that's in your circulatory system. You guys know if you have a scrape like this on your elbow, it starts to scab. Well, you don't actually have scabs in your bloodstream. You have something that's called platelets. And literally what platelets are parts in your body that actually starts clotting or putting like plate-like things over the cut to seal it in. Remember, your bloodstream carries everything you need for life: food, water, and air. Your body knows that there's a cut. Say, uh-oh, we're losing that blood which has the food, water, and air. We need that in our body. So platelets go, and that's what actually literally starts making the scab on your body. If you hear your auntie or grandma say, stop picking at your scab, that's what God put in your body to stop the bleeding, they're right. That's literally the platelets working to clot or clog up the cut so the blood stops going out of your body and stays in your body. You gotta let your body work, so don't pick at the scab. But that's why a scab kind of feels like a plate almost. Those are called platelets that plug up the cut. Now, if you want to look at this, you can. This is not part of your assignment, but because of sin, there are certain diseases there. By the way, here's a cool little picture here. Here's the red blood cell. These are the platelets that clog it up. Here's the big white blood cell that helps fight the disease. But here are the 5 things that you need to answer. When I ask for what is the function, meaning what is the purpose that is there? What is the purpose of a red blood cell? What does it carry? Number 4, what's the function or what's the purpose of a white blood cell? What does it do? So on, so forth. You could look in page 143 to 145 or rewatch the video. Again, Rewatch the video if you didn't get the answers and actually have this out while you're doing your assignment. Amazing, amazing, amazing how God made our body. We can't help but praise Him and think, God, you're an awesome God. But also want to make sure you understand what we're learning, which is why this assignment comes in. Hey, Lord's blessings to you guys as the praise the Savior.